It is Friday, so you probably have sporting events to go to, kids' practices, maybe a party. You want to know what the weather is going to be like. That's why we're going to bring in the boss, Drew Anderson. You're the boss when it comes to this show. You're okay with that?
You know it, Jen. So good to be here on this side this week. And should we get right into it? Should we talk about what's happening Sunday? You want to wrap up what's going on right now?
Well, but we can do two of the things. We can wrap up what's going on, but I do want you to talk a little bit about how difficult this storm has been to forecast. This is not just like, hey, we see it coming, this is the timeline. The models are all at war, basically. Am I correct?
That's exactly what's going on, and I want to confidently say I truly do not know the forecast for Sunday. I do not know what's going to happen. No one knows at this point because there's been so much disagreement in the models from run to run. And part of the reason why is the storm's not on land. It came on land and then the moisture disappeared and then it'll finally reappear late Saturday night, Sunday morning. Once these models can get a hold of what the storm actually looks like, have that real-time data, then they can be fine-tuned. You know, this is crazy in the day and age of AI and all this stuff that we cannot figure out a snow forecast this far in advance. But I do want to run through the information I have right now that's just coming in this hour. So here's the latest information. This morning, it was looking like we were getting more consensus of a couple inches area wide. So for the most part, say like 3-4 inches, that's what it was looking like. Now, with this afternoon update that just came in over the last hour, and I'm waiting to see the European future radar this hour, it's starting to go up a little bit. So the American future radar has not been good with forecasting winter weather all season, which means you don't put a lot of stock in that forecast. Well, that has consistently been spitting out big numbers, 24 inches for Philly, 16 inches for Philly, 10 inches for Philly. So that one's big, the one that's saying, hey, a lot of snow coming. The rest of them are like, a couple inches. There's been some more consensus about 3 inches or so. Well, this hour, this noon, 2 of them are coming in around 16. The American that keeps coming in high, but then one of these high resolution ones, kind of one of these HD future radars, which are more valuable closer to the event, that really pushed it up. It had like 3 inches this morning. Now it's on team 16. So you have those 2 in one box. Then the other 2 future radars, they're coming in around, say, 4 to 6 inches right now. So I'm waiting to see the European. The European has been very conservative with the amount of snow, just a couple inches. I want to see, is that also pushing the number up? Because if the European pushes up the number, that has my attention. So here's the bottom line in terms of snowfall totals. This morning, walking into the building, I was feeling more confident, 2 to 4 for most of our area, a little bit more down the shore. Now, seeing the information that just came out over the last hour and that's happening live this hour, I'm feeling more confident in a 4 to 8 area wide with potential for some of those ones that are calling for a lot more. That could happen, but I would imagine it'll be kind of more that 4 to 8. But we don't know yet. We really don't know yet, but I can break down the timing a little bit more on Sunday. This is a Sunday night into Monday event. What's going to come in, it'll be coming in late in the afternoon, so say after lunchtime, could start as rain, then switch to snow, or it could start as snow. So this will be a problem for Sunday evening. It'll continue overnight. A lot of the snow, if we get the snow area wide, which now it looks like we are going to get some snow, it's looking, again, leading 4 to 8, but too early to tell. Looks like a lot of that will accumulate over the night and continue into Monday morning, wrapping up after breakfast time, closer to lunchtime Monday. So we're talking basically late afternoon Sunday through about lunchtime Monday for the potential of the snow to fall. And area wide, kind of that general, maybe looking like 4 to 8. Down the shore, potential for much more. Let's go for like an 8 to 16 sort of deal. But I don't want anyone to stick to those numbers because I truly mean this when I say don't know yet. It's just the data's not there because you mentioned it and said it so well. The models disagree with each other. They're at war. They're flipping from morning run to afternoon run. Half of them are saying little, other half are saying huge. So when they don't agree, generally lower amounts verify. That's why I'm not throwing out the possibility of, say, 16 inches of snow for Philadelphia, which 2 of the models say right now. It's just when there's that kind of disagreement, usually the lower verifies, and that's why right now, with the current data, I'm leading 4 to 8. But Scott Williams is going to update things a little bit later this afternoon. I'm going to keep watching everything. I'll have an update next hour. I'll be here throughout the weekend, but I'll be collaborating all weekend long. I'll be talking to Kathy Orr on the phone, Scott, Sue. We're going to do a whole team effort on the forecast because for this one, you need the whole team, and that's why we have a team here at Fox 29.
Well, and I do love the fact that you guys, all of you, it's refreshing that you're saying that you just don't know. You know this. Weather people get hit all the time with they got it wrong. Oh, they got it right, but not totally right. And I do think people want to know how you guys are, getting to these forecast numbers. And I think it shows that all of you are working. It's interesting because I was watching Scott Williams yesterday on Fox 29, and he was saying something, and it was different than what you and Kathy had said earlier. And then Kathy came back and kind of agreed with Scott. So I do like that it's a true collaboration. So who gets the final say? Is it Kathy, Scott, Sue, or Drew?
Well, it's this guy because I'm working this weekend. But the truth is, but for real, honestly, when we've had stuff like this in the past, me and Kathy talk on the phone. I'll text with Scott, we text with Sue. It's really a team effort, and we collaborate on the final say of the forecast. So I'll take a look at everything tomorrow morning, and then after that, when everyone wakes up, we're going to come out with a look at a forecast that we're going to put out in terms of snowfall totals, and then we'll just fine tune all together throughout the weekend. And Kathy will be here Sunday night when the snow actually starts. I'll be here first thing in the morning before the snow starts Sunday on Good Day Philadelphia weekend to get you ready, to help you plan in terms of timing, when it starts exactly, when it ends. Again, right now, it looks like this is a problem for late afternoon Sunday through lunchtime Monday. We're going to fine tune that timing a little bit. Some of the models kind of want it more like dinner time after, till about, say, breakfast time Monday. But it's just not clear yet. And I really hate to say this, but I have a feeling it's not going to be clear until Sunday morning. As crazy as that sounds, in 2026, that we can't do a snow forecast just yet. But at the same time, to a degree, we're only as good as the data we have, and the data is just not clear yet. And we're just here to analyze the data and then share that information.
Feels like you want all of us to wake up early and watch Good Day Weekend. That's what it feels like to me, right, guys? Is that what we're feeling? That's really what.
That's what we're looking for, Jen. Listen, if I got to get up early, I want you here. And the worst part about this forecast, all right, is, look, I'm live in Old City right by the station. We just melted all the snow. The snow piles still remain. I'm like, this is good. We're finally getting rid of it. Little bit of mist right now, a little bit of drizzle. This is going to be wrapping up here a couple hours later. It is a nice sunny Saturday. Can we leave things on a positive note? If you want to do anything this weekend, Saturday is your day. It's sunny. You're good to go. It's mild. Oh, yeah.
Saturday.
Oh, is that Kool and the Gang? They're playing here this weekend. Kool and the Gang's in town.
Let me just say
Or is that someone else who sings Saturday? Or is
That's
that
Chicago?
September? Yeah.
I did Earth, Wind, and Fire.
No, September's Kool and the Gang.
Let me just say something.
Oh.
September is Earth,
Generation
Wind, and Fire.
gap.
But, however, I did see Kool and the Gang at the Man Music Center 2 summers ago, and let me tell you something. The gang is keeping it together, okay? I know that Kool gets a lot of the headlines, but the gang is where it's at. So shout out for the gang when it comes to Kool and the Gang. Just let it be known that I am team gang. Kool's fine. It is Kool and the Gang, but I think it should be gang featuring Kool.
We hear you, Jen. We hear you. And we can see that this weekend in our area. I think they're down the shore. I forget where Karen Hutt was telling me they're playing this weekend. We were talking about it on Good Day Philadelphia this morning.
All right. I love it. Okay, so stay with us because we're going to need you in a little bit, okay?